Hello everyone, welcome to Art with Mr. Pe. Now, let us have a review of what we have learned from our last meeting, because we will apply the learnings we had on our last meeting for our artwork today. Did you remember the eye level? Eye level means if we make one horizontal line here, this is a high eye level. How do we apply it to a tree? So, if this is a high eye level, if for example we're going to apply it onto a tree, and then we start with a crown, we make the tree trunk, crown, tree trunk, crown, tree trunk, crown at the back, tree trunk. So you will see the top of the crown are all of the same height. This is high eye level. What about the normal eye level? Normal eye level, let's find the middle of this tree. So we will find the middle of this tree here. It's in the trunk. I'm starting to draw the trunk first instead of the crown, because that for me is the middle of the tree. And if you may notice, I'm also doing overlapping technique. Did you remember our overlapping technique? Something is near, something is far. And lastly, the low eye level. It means we will start from the roots, drawing the roots, and then the trunk, the roots, then the crown, the roots, the crown. You may see that something is near, something is far. So we have a high eye level, a normal eye level, and a low eye level. Learning that we were able to draw something that is near, a tree that is far, a tree that is near, a tree that is far. Not just small, but they are far because you can see overlapping. A tree that is near, a tree that is far. Now we are going to use this technique, the normal eye level for the tree. The materials we need for today's artwork is your art book. Open your art book, make it on a portrait orientation. It means it's standing up. Ready your watercolor, your pencil, your brush, a tub of water for your watercolor, and a tissue to dry your brush, and this white oil pastel. If you have a crayon, you can also use your crayon. So this is what we call a wax resist. Okay, so if I'm going to write it here, this is called a wax resist. Here. So what are we going to do with our wax resist? We're going to do the normal eye level by drawing the tree. Sometimes when we draw with a white color, we barely see what we draw. Okay? If you're having a hard time seeing it with a white color, then you can use your pencil to draw your tree. What are we going to do? We're going to draw with this white oil pastel or white crayon. We're going to make some trees. Okay? Let's have a very light stroke of the middle of the tree here. There. Do you see it? It's very light. like pressure. This will be the middle. This will be the normal of the tree. Okay? And the kind of tree we're going to do is a very tall tree. Before we start to draw with this oil pastel, let me show you the kind of tree we're going to draw. Okay? So we're going to draw a very long trunk like this. It's like a tall tree. And then we will just make some lines like this for the branches and just make some random trees like this, leaves. Okay? This is going to be our tree. So we will make a lot of trees that looks like this. I'm going to use my banana eraser. Hi. I'm going to erase my tree first. I've just shown you the kind of tree we're going to draw. The important thing here is that we will apply the wax resist for our watercolor. Because wax and crayon, wax and water doesn't mix. Okay, are you ready? Let's draw. Oh, I'm gonna erase the word wax resist first. Now, from the middle, make the line. Make the trunk. And then color inside. You can have random colors so that you don't need to fill in everything to have texture. Do you see it? I did not color the whole trunk, right? And I'm gonna make a trunk here that is far. So it means the root stops here. A trunk that is far. Color inside. Here, a trunk that is near. So it goes all the way down to my paper. And a little thicker. See? This one is thin, medium, and now this is the one in front. And I'm gonna color inside. Rough colors. There. And then I'm gonna make more here, small ones here, far away tree, and one here. Far away tree, one in the middle here. And then last one, very far away here. Now, we're gonna make, if you see, I am finished with the tree trunk. Now we're gonna make the branches. Let's just make some random lines going up to the left, to the right. If you want, you can just bend it, curve it, however you like. Making strokes going up, to the left, to the right, left, up, right, right, left, up, right, right. Now we have the branches. You see it? Next, we're gonna make the leaves. Just making an oval shape. Oval shape, oval shape, oval shape, oval shape. Just make some random leaves. Even though it's not in the branches, it's okay. Okay, just make some random leaves. And these random leaves, you will see them later nicely. After we use the watercolor, it will turn out nicely. Just make random leaves. Even my random leaves looks like triangle, it's okay. Just try your best to do an oval. Oval are elongated circles. To create an oval, starts with a dot and goes around and back to where it started. Now, finish with my leaves. Do you see your leaves? It's time for us to put this back here and use our watercolor. Okay. The first thing you're gonna do with your watercolor is to put water on all, clean water on all of the palette here, of the color palettes here. Okay, because our watercolor is dry, it's a palette, so we must soak it with water first. clean water, okay? Are you ready? Do you have everything with clean water? Okay. Now what we're going to do, we're just gonna color everything with any color that you like. For me, I'm just gonna choose the colors blue, the shades of blue, and this blue here, and this red here for this lower part here. And I'm just gonna choose this yellow, orange, green, and this dark green here for this upper part. Are you ready? So I'm gonna choose this color red. You see, it's all soaked with water. And I'm just gonna paint. Now, do you see that it doesn't paint over the oil pastel? Because oil pastel is made of oil. Then I'm gonna change color with this blue. And I will just mix it with the red. And then maybe this orange here. Going into a vertical strokes. You can do any kind of strokes that you like. Maybe some brown here. Add more water to the brown. Maybe now it's time for my blue. So even if I paint over the tree trunk, you will still see the tree trunk. Make sure you have a lot of water in your watercolor, because we are just dipping the water to the paint. Getting more red on the side. And we're almost finished with our the lower part of our forest. And for the upper part of our forest, let's use this yellow. Oh, it was mixed. Maybe this orange here. This green here. Get more water. This light green. Paint everything. And then more yellow. Wash my brush, dry my brush, get clean water, and soak my yellow with water. And count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then apply. Now I'll get more dark green. Now if you see, our artwork is finished. We were able to make, let it dry first, do not touch it yet. And when it's dry, you will see a magnificent, nice forest. If it's dry, you can add more color. Watercolor works in such a way that it creates more texture when you paint over it, and then let it dry, paint over it again, let it dry, paint over it again. Okay? Now we are finished with our artwork. So, for example, this one is dry. Let's try. And it's dry. So if I'm gonna paint over it, you will see that I have more color. It's more vibrant. See? there's more texture. But make sure it's dry first. Otherwise, you may rub the paper and it will ruin your artwork. So let it dry first before you add more color. I hope you enjoyed art class today. I'm gonna see you again on Wednesday. Bye!